Welcome to Long COVID Radical Self-Care, where I provide simple, non-medical tips and tools to help you on your healing journey. Today I want to talk about brain fog or memory issues and how to live with it and possibly improve it. First, let's talk about what brain fog is and isn't. It isn't a medical diagnosis. It is an umbrella term used to describe a series of neurological symptoms. And many of us with long COVID know those symptoms all too well. The mind slows down, you have poor focus, you get confused, you can't remember things. It's like mental exhaustion. Sound familiar? So what causes brain fog? Dr. Sten Ekberg says it can be caused by three things: lack of energy, inflammation, and/or signal disruption. And those things aren't mutually exclusive. You may have several causes, or one may trigger another. Of course, brain fog related to long COVID is not well understood yet. No surprise there. The good news is, my neurologist told me brain fog and memory symptoms associated with long COVID generally improve with time, and that's been true for me. I'm now more than 2 years post-COVID, and the brain fog and memory has been gradually improving. So if you're really suffering with it right now, hang in there. There is hope. In the meantime, there are some things you can do to lessen the impact of the symptoms and create the optimal conditions for healing. Here are 7 things that may improve brain fog. 1. Breathing practice. Neil Tranter, a breathwork teacher who had long COVID, said he sharpened his brain using a breathing exercise employing many small breath holds. It's super easy. It's based on the fact that breathing less calms the nervous system and transfers more oxygen to the brain. Here's how it works. Don't do this if you're pregnant, and check with your doctor if you have any other serious illnesses. Sitting down, mouth closed, normal, calm breathing. After you exhale, gently hold your nose closed for a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then resume normal, calm breathing again for 10 seconds. Then after an exhale, hold your nose again and count to 5 again. You do that for 4 or 5 minutes. That's it. He said it temporarily improved his brain fog almost immediately, and the symptoms pretty much resolved over a period of time. Okay, on to number 2. Reduce your general stress level. As I've said many times before, when your body's in stress mode, it's not in healing mode. Long COVID causes stress on its own. And if you have a lot of stress in addition to that, your body is going to have a hard time healing. We often think of stress as coming from outside of us, and situations around us can definitely trigger a stress response. But stress is a function of our thoughts. So it's our thinking that needs to change to reduce the stress response in the body. If you can change some of the situations in your life that are triggering stress, that's great. Do whatever is in your power to create a low-stress lifestyle in order to heal. But even if you can't make situational changes, you can reduce your body's stress response with practices such as mindfulness, gratitude, spending time in nature, and doing the breath work I talked about a minute ago. Stress reduction will support your healing in a number of ways, so try to make it a priority. 3. Stay active. Exercise has been shown to improve brain function, so stay physically active. I know it can be challenging because some of the other symptoms of long COVID, such as fatigue, POTS, dizzy spells, etc. But try to include some exercise in your wellness plan in a format that makes you feel good. The right exercise for you should be safe, enjoyable, and add to your overall energy. It may leave you feeling a little fatigued for a short while, but shouldn't wipe you out for the day. Check with your doctor to see what would be best for you, and remember to do something that's enjoyable. I know that I sleep better at night if I get a little exercise during the day. And speaking of sleep, that's number 4. Albert Einstein, whose brain we can probably agree worked pretty well, reportedly slept an average of 10 hours per day. We all know we don't think clearly when we're tired. I did a whole episode on sleep, episode 16. If you haven't seen that one yet or need a refresher, please watch it after this one. Insomnia isn't something to take lightly or just live with. Restorative sleep plays a huge role in allowing your body and mind to heal. Actor Tom Roth said, "Sleep is an investment in the energy you need to be effective tomorrow." 5. Stay mentally active. Do crossword puzzles or other word or memory games. You can even invent your own games to test your recall. I play Wordle every evening, and the next morning I challenge myself to remember what the word was from the night before. Learning something new or cooking using a new recipe can also help improve your cognitive function. Socializing helps too because it lets you practice and maintain your vocabulary. 6. Nutrition. Feeding your brain well is just as important as feeding the rest of your body well. According to a medically reviewed article on healthline.com, the top 6 foods that can improve memory and concentration are fatty fish like salmon, tuna, and sardines, coffee, yes, blueberries, turmeric, which is a key ingredient in curry. It contains curcumin, which has been linked to improvements in memory, depression, and brain cell growth. Broccoli and pumpkin seeds. I just eat a couple of handfuls of pumpkin seeds a day on their own, but they're also good in trail mix or salads. Number 7, supplements. There are a lot of products touted to improve brain function, but I'd recommend working with a professional to determine what's best for you. So talk to your doctor or maybe consult with a naturopath. Now I'd like to talk for a few minutes about how I manage life with a memory that's not as good as it was pre-COVID. First and foremost, I use the reminder function on my phone. I have an iPhone, but I assume something similar is standard with Android phones as well. At the moment, I have 32 active reminders on file. I get alerts when it's time to pay my bills, water my plants, or take Angus to the groomer. Angus is my dog, not my husband. I also use it to remind me to include healthy habits in my day, like make a smoothie, drink more water, or take a walk. I can set the reminders to occur only once or repeat it daily, weekly, or monthly. I love automatic reminders for 3 reasons. 1, it's really easy. If I remember at midnight that I need to wish my sister happy birthday the next day, I just ask Siri to remind me. Remind me at 10 a.m. to call Carolyn and wish her a happy birthday.
Okay, I added it.
My alerts stay on my home screen until I clear them, so I get reminded each time I lift my phone. 2, I get some satisfaction as I clear things off the to-do list. And 3, it reduces my overall stress level because I'm not worried about forgetting things. I also use the notes feature to track my symptoms and jot down questions I want to ask the doctor at my next appointment. I even keep lists of things to buy at various stores. I have a list of things to pick up the next time I go to the hardware store and the pharmacy, and another list for the grocery store. I've learned to add things to the list the minute I think of them. If I wait 5 minutes, I tend to forget what it was I wanted to add. I also add every appointment I have, even social events and scheduled phone calls to the calendar, and set it to alert me a couple of hours before the appointment and again when it's time to leave. They call it a smartphone for a reason. It's definitely smarter than me. Another hack I use is sticky notes. I put them on the door if there's something I want to remember to take with me when I leave, and I put them on the mirror with affirmations, so I remember to say them while I get ready. I also use placement as a reminder. I put my clean laundry at the bottom of the stairs to remember to bring it up the next time I go, and I put recycling from upstairs at the top of the stairs to remember to bring it down. It saves me from having to climb the stairs a second time when I inevitably remember something that I forgot. What hacks do you have? to compensate for your memory. Drop a note in the comments below and share any tips you have with the rest of us. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button. It'll help me get this message out to others who'd benefit from hearing it. Thank you. Until next time, be kind to yourself and each other.